Hey y'all, it's PrincessLexiseLicious, and today we are going to do a get ready with me chit chat video. Y'all, I don't know why every time I come here on camera, I'm doing a voiceover, my words want to get all mumbled and jumbled. Like, I know I have my little speech issues now, but come on now. Like, right now, like, can we just speak fluently for once? I mean, sometimes I have, those occasions, but that's like once in a while. Like, it's like every pink moon. Not blue moon, honey. Pink moon. There is a such thing. Okay, you're going to see it there sometime. But anyways, so I wanted to do a get ready with me chit chat. And I feel like I say this in every chit chat video. But I like to do these like once a month. I have not really been doing them consistently for these past few years because, one, I am working full time and your girl is tired as soon as she gets home. But I'm off from work right now. It's a little bit of sun, but this ring light is what y'all see through my glasses. Is providing most of the light, and I don't feel like turning it on and off because it's giving me a little bitty issues, but it's alright. But honey, if anything goes wrong with this ring light, I will be contacting Amazon and they're gonna send me something because I spent my money, hard-earned money, for this. Okay. But anyways, I don't know what kind of makeup I want to do. I'll probably go natural, probably go dramatic. It depends on the flow. But anyways, y'all, so I wanted to talk about a few topics that has been hitting the media, the internet, the reality TV shows, and I want to give my opinion because that's what I like to do. Like, that's what I like to do. Like, is that wrong? But anyway, so one of the first topics that I want to discuss as I'm filling in my brows. I hope it's the right pencil because some of these pencils. Where's my spoolie? Okay. Anyway, so I'm gonna fill in these brows, girl. So one of the topics that I wanted to cover is the Candace. I was about to say Candace on the Candace and Monique fight on Real Housewives of Potomac. So I really don't watch that show on a consistent basis, all like that. Like, I watch clips on like Instagram and just go all based on that because most of the exciting stories is on Instagram. Like, I have never watched more than a 13-minute episode of Black Ink, but I know all of them. Well, not all of them. I just know their backgrounds. You know what I mean? Even though I never watch a full episode. But anyway, so so a few weeks ago, they got into a scramble on national TV, and they had this fight about a year ago, so it has been a while. One thing about reality TV shows, they are a year or so behind, or a few months behind before we actually view them on TV. So anyway, I cannot do my eyebrows and do this at the same time. But anyway, so they got into a fight, and Now, I'm going to give my real opinion on what I think that actually built up to all this anger. For one, I think this is coming from me. When you talk so hard and you have this loud voice and you doing all of this, for some people, it does not intimidate them. It actually makes them want to hurt you. You know what I mean? Like, it's like, you are really trying it. And I'm not going to go all my business, but it has been times that I have encountered people who has a lot of this. They're loud, they're doing the most, doing all of this. What you not going to do is do all of this. And I feel like, this is my experience, because I am a nice, sweet person, a lot of people see that as a sign of weakness. That they can talk to you any kind of way. That they can mistreat you any kind of way. That they can run over you like you are a doormat. And it's like, no, ain't that, okay? And once you stand up for yourself and you let them know, really let them know that you ain't the one, all of a sudden they want to play victim. All of a sudden they want to act like, what did I do? Like, excuse me. Like, so you didn't do nothing. This is coming from somebody who has been bullied, well, I won't say whole life, but my younger years and my growing up years. So I'll let people, do whatever. But eventually, you get tired of it. You have enough. And then you go off. People is looking at you like, what the heck wrong with her? Then folks want to play victim. Oh, she's crazy. Well, I ain't get that crazy part. But, I mean, you know what I mean? Like, and it's like, so you did not see nothing wrong what you did or what this person did. And one thing I hate, and this is from my experience, is a toxic friend that is laughing while you getting bullied. Yes, I had those friends in middle school, in elementary, in high school. Like, folks be joking on me. I mean, I give it back. But they'll just be laughing. And they're not laughing with you, honey. They laughing at you and behind your back. So, that right there makes me upset. See, I just made this about me. But anyways, I just hate when folks have all of this and can't stop. I ain't promoting violence. I'm not a violent person at all. But you cannot start something that you cannot finish. And me, I don't like to fight. I don't want to start something that I probably can't finish. Or that I don't want to finish. Like, another thing, I hate being in positions where I am most likely to go off or get mad or come out of my character. Like, I hate being in a situation. That's probably the reason why I'm an introvert or whatever. Because I hate being around people who think they can walk all of you, talk to you in a kind of way, think they're the boss. No, ma'am. No, ma'am. And, like, I had a job about, 2 years ago. And as y'all know, I have been working in childcare since forever. And, again, because I'm nice and all that, and y'all, I'm a nice person to everyone. I do not disrespect you, your mama, your child. I don't disrespect anyone, okay? And it has been several occurrences that people would disrespect me. Okay, I let it go. But then you do it again. Maybe she hasn't having a bad day. And you do it again. Now that third time, maybe the second, you might get a different reaction. I got so many examples of it. But I don't want y'all thinking that I'm just this violent person. I am a firm believer that you have to stand up for yourself. Because other people will not stand for you at all. Like, people, when you stand against racism, people will try to shame you for standing against racism. But anyway, so I was working at this place, but I'm not going to say their race, but they weren't me, okay? But I'm not trying to blame that that's because of their race, because I had black people who did worse in the same thing. But anyways, I'm not trying to make this about race, y'all. And it was not about their race. But it'll be like, you know how you can sense that someone just finished talking about you? Like, you can walk into a room and it can be another person in there and you can just sense that they're talking about you. And I have been in situations where I really had to walk out, like remove myself from a situation before it gets ugly, or be quiet. And literally, calm down. And one thing, I hate being in negative environments. I hate being around people who have negative attitudes, have attitude all the time, depressingness. I can't function like that. Other people can function like that because they may have been raised in households and all of that, like that, and I'm not. Like, I have had friends that had other friends that I just did not mesh. Like, I could just sense their energy, and I just didn't like it. Like, and if I told my friends that, oh, you just judging them, blah, 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 you think you out it, blah, blah, blah. No, like, it's something about them I just don't like. I just don't like. Like, and it probably is not them or their personality, but it's something I just don't like. Like, I don't know, maybe I'm just paranoid like that. I just generalize people like that because of my bullying past. But I don't think that's the case. I really don't. I really don't. But anyways, back to this conversation. So, from that clip, they were arguing. Now, they have been arguing for, a few months, whatever. And like I said, I don't watch the show on a consistent basis. But they've been going at it, throwing shade. Someone insinuated that Monique was cheating on her husband and stuff like that. Like, when it comes to marriage and all of that, and accusation that somebody's cheating, don't do that. Like, stay out of grown folks' business. Stay out of married people's business. Stay out of it. Like, I don't recommend you to go, unless it's your girlfriend. But if somebody's messing around nobody, and y'all not close, even with your close friends, like, you can tell your girlfriend, girl, I saw your man hugged up with another girl, with Chanel. If your name's Chanel, girl, I ain't mean it. With a girl Chanel at the club, last time she was twerking on him, he was smiling, all that. Like, I would tell my friend, but it's certain friends that would not take it that way. Like, you trying to help them, they'll probably take it, oh, y'all are just jealous of me. You don't have a man. Your man has been cheating on you, so that's why you want me to feel like you did. Like, stuff like that. And they can probably go to the other point that I was making. But anyways, but it's like, I don't know what really happened because we are not in their lives and all that. But I feel like you should just kept it to yourself. And even if someone told you that, keep that to yourself with you and your friend, okay? That could be you and her discussion. But don't tell anybody else that. You know what I mean? Keep it to yourself. Keep it to yourself. I'm telling you, keep it to yourself. But anyways, unless y'all are close friends. Like, if you are friends with someone, or you working closely with someone, okay, I can see you probably telling them or warning them, but you have to be ready for the backlash. Like, if you're trying to approach a female, if you're a guy or a man or a woman, honey, and if you're trying to approach them, you have to be prepared for the worst. And I remember I used to do these princess, it was Ask a Princess series. Y'all have not been emailing me with stuff. I mean, I got emails, but it was stuff that was like demonic. Like, seriously. But it was like, it was like not stuff that I really can understand. Like, it just didn't make sense. But anyways, but anywho, but one of those videos that I did about 3 years ago, it was an email that I got. I guess it was a girl wanted to tell another girl that she liked her or whatever. I forgot. I probably have to leave that link in the cards or something. But it was to the case that I said that when you do tell her that you like her, you think she's pretty and all that, be prepared for the worst. Some people of the same sex or different race or whatever, people will take that and will tell everyone. And I don't want you to live in fear. Like, you do like somebody, of course, express that you like them. I have done that before too. I mean, I ain't got shut down, but But I was prepared for the worst. And that may sound like a bad advice, but you really have to be prepared for the worst. Be prepared for the worst. And that's just honesty to me, because you have to be prepared for the worst. If you're not, then once you hear this bad news, then you're gonna be extremely heartbroken. I feel like when you prepare yourself for pain or for the worst, it won't hurt as much. Is that bad advice? That might be bad. I mean, I don't really see that as bad advice, but you know what I mean? Like, you have to be prepared for the worst. When you are, let's just say you mad, and if you're asking your girlfriend, you know, can you marry her? You have to be ready to hear that, no, not yet. Like, you have to be prepared for that. When you apply for a job, you have to be prepared for them not to call you back. You have to be prepared that you may have an interview the same freaking day. And I have stuff like that. I'm like, okay, like, they just called me 5 minutes ago and I just dropped off my application. But now you want me to come back, you know, to do an interview, and I look a mess. So it's stuff like that. You have to get ready before you are ready. Like, if you go on a date, you want to look good and you want to make sure everything, well, if you go on, you want to make sure everything is on par. I believe it PG-13 in this video. Let me stop my bed. I'm just being honest. You have to be prepared. Be prepared. You have to be prepared for everything in life. If you know you're going to go out of town, hey, you got to pack extra clothes. Let's just say you're going for 5 days. Pack 10 pairs of clothes, 10 pairs of drawers, and a bar of soap, toothpaste, everything that you need in your to-go bag. I'm telling you, you have to be prepared, okay? Just like today, I got my work clothes set up for tomorrow, all that ready for tomorrow. Because why? I'm being prepared. Be prepared. That's all I gotta say. But anyways, I just went off on a whole freaking tangent on something. I forgot what we were talking about. We were talking about the Monique thing. Let's go back to that. See, I just went off. See, y'all make me lose my train of thought. If y'all met me in person, I'll be doing this all the time. Then I'll be like, what are we talking about? But anyway, so I'm going to cut this story short. I feel like both of them should have talked before this got out of hand. And communication matters. And if you do not talk about your issues to your friend, mainly to your friend, it's going to cause issues in the future. And I've had issues with my friends that I didn't even, you know, tell them how I felt. Oh, I don't like that you did this, whatever. And even as an educator, whatever, I had to teach my kids that too. You know what I mean? Like, I have to tell them, use your words. Tell him or tell her how you feel. What do you want? Ask them before you take that toy, because you know it's stuff like that. You have to use your communication skills, and I know everybody's not good at talking and communicating. Hey, I really don't think I'm that good either, but it's some things that I can work on that I'm still learning. And if you can talk about your issues to your loved ones, your friends, it will eliminate half of these issues. You know what I mean? Like, girl, so did you, but it also matters how you comment at them. There's two different types of confrontation. The one that's very aggressive. Girl, I heard that you were talking about, no, boo. You're going to get a different reaction. Same thing like I was talking about, what you call it, with that mouth. You have to present yourself as calm and professional, even though you're not in a professional setting, but you want to come a certain way. And if you come at someone with this attitude, most likely you're going to get it back. I mean, you going to get it back. And that was the issue. She got it back. Oh, let me put some eyeshadow on my eye. I don't think this would look. But anyways, and I feel like they should have talked that out instead of letting other people get into their business, get into each other's heads, and creating division and all that. Because people do not like to see other people happy, and seeing other people having genuine relationships. Oh, that matched my skin tone so much, it didn't even look like I got something on it. But some people aren't happy that you have a better friendship than they do. If your relationship is based on drama and putting people down, you're going to try to, hold on, you're going to try your best to keep other people down. So if you're, let me give you another example. Let's just say, I could go two ways with this. Let's just say you became close with someone because both y'all didn't like somebody. That is a weak foundation of a friendship. You know what I mean? If you and your boyfriend or girlfriend came together because y'all was cheating on your boyfriends or whatever, that foundation is weak. Okay? So when it crumbles, or when you get pots and all that, you know, you walk and you fall into a dungeon or whatever, you can't just say, what happened, all that. That because your foundation was not built right. And I'm not saying that there won't be any cracks and all that. Even if you did everything right, there are going to be issues that may come up and all that. But you want to make sure that your relationship is 100% genuine and not based on drama or putting people down and all that. And I feel like that's what the other ladies, you know who I'm talking about, Robin and I forgot the other girl name. See, I don't watch the show, but I feel like that's what their relationship was based on. And I'm not in their everyday lives, but based on what I see on TV, they always laughing at somebody, talking about somebody, like, and it's like, geez, like, do y'all have anything else going on in your lives besides putting other people down? Like, I hate when folks do that. Like, just because you feel low of yourself does not mean others have to feel low about themselves as well. And like the saying goes, misery loves company. Happiness loves company as well too. But yeah, I feel like they should have talked that out like months beforehand. Like as soon as Monique heard it, she should have asked Candace. And like I said, I don't know if she did or not. They probably did off camera and she probably didn't believe her. But as soon as she did not believe her, and if she did not believe her, she should just cut that relationship. Because a relationship is nothing without what? Trust. And that goes for every kind of relationship there is. If you don't have trust and loyalty, you have nothing. Like, you don't have nothing. Like, what you got? A fake relationship. But, and I feel like with that fight and that explosion, I feel like that, and this is my theory of when you are hurt and when you're going through something, you'll be sad. Then your sadness turns to fear. And fear turns to anger. Anger turns to resentment. And I don't know what can come after resentment. And I feel like resentment turns to hostility and violence and all that, as you can see. And you don't want to have this grudge for something that you should have cleared up. You know what I mean? Like, you should have talked about it, addressed it months beforehand. As soon as you heard it, or when your friend, who else told you about it, you should have addressed it beforehand. And I feel like that's what they should have done. And from my experiences, and I'm giving, you know, I ain't gonna give you my tea, but it has been situations that I'll be angry, I'll bite my tongue about things, then eventually all of that turns to hostility. And things just goes left. And I don't want to be in a position like that again, and I don't want to put someone else in a position like that again of me reacting to it. And that's what happened. And this could have been avoided. I'm gonna give y'all an example. So it is this Netflix series called The Haunting of Bly Manor. Honey, I am telling you, that freaking show series is so freaking good, and it is on Netflix. So if you got your Netflix account or you got access to somebody else's login, make sure you go ahead and watch it. It's called The Haunting of Bly, B-L-Y Manor. And honey, yes. But anyways, so towards the end, because I don't want to give y'all all the tea, because when I'm telling you, it's a little spooky, but it is tea. I love it. But anyway, so in that series, and that's towards the end, and I'm not gonna give all the business, but it was a lady who was alive in the 1700s. You know, them Quaker times. Shape, don't shape. They had they were dressed. I mean, so but I don't want to give all the issues, but it was a situation with the sister. The sister killed her because she was sick. Short. She was very upset. She didn't want to accept that she was about to die. So she didn't want to die. She didn't want to accept that she was going to die. So she didn't accept it. But when she died, she didn't accept that she was dead. So she didn't accept that she was dead, and she was pissed off about that. Again, I'm not going to tell all the story, but it's juicy. But I'm going to tell it anyway a little bit. So, and that's not the whole freaking series thing. I'm just saying. So the sister killed her because she wanted her man. Okay. So she had a daughter and all that. You know how folks be trying to take your spot, you know, all that. And they made her man, and she killed her sister and all that. I just basically it's not the full series, but it's very interesting, honey. The way I'm saying it ain't nothing. That ain't no spoiler alert to me. But anyway, so but she was haunting the house that she died in. So she's, you know, so she had all this freaking resentment and hostility. Like, this lady would manhunt. If anybody was in her path, you died. She gonna drag you with her. The pun intended. But I mean, she gonna take you with her where she was at. I'm not gonna tell the dang freaking series. Y'all have to go watch. And when you guys watch this, please leave in the comments and tell me what y'all think, because I really like it. But anyways, heck, I might watch it again when I'm done with this video. But anyway, so let me finish my makeup. Y'all make me hype and all that. I haven't talked to y'all in a while. I really don't want to do a whole bunch of foundation, but I'm gonna try the concealer stuff. Let me see. Oh no, honey, that is too light. That's good for your eyelids. Let me finish my makeup. But toffee. I think that was cool tan. Yeah, that was cool tan. I'm gonna do a little concealer thing. That's what I be saying, y'all. YouTube. So I'm gonna try this concealer thing. If I like it, I'll probably use this more often. I probably put too much right there. Ugh, this look too white. Where's Chestnut? But anyways, let me finish this up. So, more of the story, when you let resentment haunts you to the point that you carry that to your afterlife, you have an issue. And I remember when I was young and all that, you know, you'll hear, oh, that do not look good. You'll hear from your grandparents or the elders in your family, forgiveness is not only for them, but it's for you. And in that movie, it pretty much gave an example. You don't want to have so much anger when you're in your last days. Go to bed angry. Then you wake up to your afterlife still angry. And whatever that I have went through in my past, I don't want to carry that in my afterlife and become revengeful. And I'm going to give an example of another one. So, like in Georgia, there's this lake called Lake Lanier that is haunted. Now, I did extensive research, but of course, I don't know if y'all heard the story, but it was a black city that was drained. Would it be drained? Basically, they was drowned. Some of them didn't leave the town, so blah 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 blah. So basically, it's a whole freaking town, city underneath this lake, and that's why all of this crazy deaths and all that has been happening around that lake for years, because it is haunted. And I understand why they may be angry. I can sympathize why you're angry at someone, but you do not want to take that anger to your deathbed and still be thinking about that and trying to get revenge on anybody and mad at everybody because what happened to you. And I understand why they're angry and all that. I'm not making an excuse and all that. But, and I might be talking for myself and all that. Like, sometimes you have to let stuff go. And forgiveness is not for them. It is for you. And even though they were probably good people when they were alive and all that, but because they let this stupid situation eat them, which is very evil and barbaric, eat them, now they're basically, you know what I mean? They didn't went up, they just earthbound. And I don't want to, oh, I look so freaking white, honey. Ugh. And I am lashed chocolate. I'm not going to do no lashes because when I'm done with y'all, I'm going to take this off. So I'm not going to do no lashes. But one thing about a smoky eye, it kind of gives you a vibe. But I don't never want to be in a position where I'm so pissed at someone or pissed at my life that during my last days of my life that I am still moping around something that I could not change. And I do not want to carry that for centuries after I am dead. You know what I mean? I don't want that. Let it go and let God, honey. Like, let it go. Yeah, that kind of did brighten up my face. I don't know what I look like in person. In person, I look okay. I look okay. I wasn't really focused on my makeup in this video. I was talking about the conversation. But if you are dealing with anger and resentment now, I suggest you to think about why you're angry, what caused you to be angry, and how you can get rid of that anger. Can you talk to this person? Is this person really relevant in your life? If not, let it go. That's all I can pretty much say. let it go. Because if you don't, this is going to haunt you and bother you for years. And like that movie, that scene pretty much gave an example of it. I ain't gonna show y'all the clip, but you have to watch it yourself. And I think it was like episode 6 or 7. It's one of them things. I'm telling you. Like that pretty much gave an example of letting it go. Let me do my little highlight. I can't find my highlighting brush, but I'm gonna use this one. But this is pretty easy if you're on the go. And I did like a everyday makeup, but if you have, and I have acne prone skin, y'all. I don't know if y'all can tell. I have acne prone skin, and just by me having concealer made me look put together. What is that? Made me look put together. You know what I mean? So that looks pretty good. I just did my little contour and all that. But yeah, y'all, this video is almost like 40 minutes long, and that was not all the topics that I wanted to discover, but to talk about. But I think I'm gonna leave it at this, and I'll say, I probably would add this. Would I include this in this chit chat, or I save it for later? I'm gonna keep it alone because I can kind of see how it kind of relate to this discussion. So, speaking of letting stuff go, I had to let go of a guy that I have been on and off talking to since I was like 15 years old, a few weeks ago. And this dude, when I'm telling you, like back then, and kind of now, he was like the umpteen, I can't pronounce the word, but he was the legit example of a job. He played football, basketball, he was tall, muscles and all that. You know what I mean? Like, all the girls like him and all that, blah, blah, blah. And I don't want to say all the girls, but I'm going to say half. But anyway, so we have been talking, like, me and him have been talking since I was like in the freaking 7th grade. Like, seriously. And he was probably like in the 9th, maybe 10th grade. Around that time. So he was a little bit older than I am. And I hope I do not say his freaking name. But anyway, so we've been off and on talking all that. And like 3 years ago, like, it was to the point, I don't want to deal with no men at all. Like, if you approach me, I just slang you off. You know what I mean? And, you know, he's been trying to, you know, all that. But, like, I feel like his intentions was just to do, you know what I mean? And that's what we're not going to do. And, you know, it was stuff like that. And he'll be like, well, I'm coming in, you know, to town, you know, this weekend, whatever, I want to see you and stuff like that. Like, he always kept, you know, texting me that. I never met up with him. And this was like, the last time I saw him was like 2013, because he graduated around that year. I think he graduated 2012. But anyway, so like, you know, I haven't seen him in person since 2012, but we've been talking on and on. And like, as I gotten older, I realized that you have to let go of not only toxic friendships, but toxic men, toxic relationships with men and all that. And, which I have, but with him, I really didn't see as a toxic, because it was not like he was talking bad to me till recently. And so he, it was I can't remember. But he called me a freaking name in the text messages. Now, before all of this, I've called him because, I feel like if you want to get to know somebody, you want to talk on the phone with them. He never once called me. He never once offered to see me, video calling like some guys will. That other guys have done this year for me and all of that. Even though I don't look like this, maybe I need to try this because, honey, that concealer didn't work. But never that. He never tried to actually get to know me. And I'm not this 15-year-old girl anymore. You know what I mean? I'm not her. My personality, my interests, I won't say totally changed, but it pretty much changed. And he has not changed. More of the story, he has not grown up at all. He probably have grown up physically and all that, got bigger and all that, but his brain, he's still in that 15-year-old mind. Or it was, I don't want to say when I'm 50, but he was still in his 17, 16-year-old mind frame. And it's like, bruh, you 27, whatever. You know what I mean? Pushing 30. Come on now. And I know guys in their 20s ain't worried about no relationship. They ain't want to do this. I understand it. But when I'm telling you this guy was acting like he was freaking 5, he was. Like, his emotional compass, his communication compass was low. Low. And it's like, bruh, and nothing. I've tried to tell him, you don't text me, you don't try to get to know me. Like, I've told him this. One thing in a relationship, I'm going to be upfront with you. So if you can't handle this, man, I don't think I'm the type of girl that you want to be with. And nothing really changed. Like, he'll do it for a little bit, vanish. I don't get a text, a call, nothing from him. Nothing. For months. So he just texted me in September. Hey, how you doing? I did not respond to that text message. He texted me again in October, a month later. Hey, how you doing? I was like, I'm doing good. And then he was like, he replied back, I sent you a text, a month ago, but you never responded. And so I said I didn't get it. You know what I mean? Which I did get it. And he was like, I know you got it. Why are you MF lying and all that? And like, yes, I lied, but I kind of did it. It's certain things it should not be a surprise. If you really was not trying to get to know me before that, and like before September when he texted me, the last time we talked, it was like in March. I remember, because it was, all that, Corona started happening, all that. It was in March. So all those months passed by. Facebook and all that you see my posts and all that. You have not once thought about me in that span of time. Bye. Like, you know what I mean? Like, bye. And, at this point I was over. I'm not talking to, I was talking to somebody, but it was not serious. At least that person was trying to actually get to know me. But, But with him, it was like nothing. Like, it was like we were basically 15, 16 years old. And I don't want to be in a relationship like that. Like, I want an alpha male, a male that can take charge. Like, I want to come see you. You know what I mean? Like, I would drive 2 hours on a train to come and see you. Stuff like that. That's what I want. But none of that. Didn't try to get to know me on the phone. None of that. Absolutely none of that. And I had this again. I won't say hostility because it was not like I want to punch him in his freaking face. But it was like, I won't say I forgot about him. But I won't say that. But maybe I was thinking how he was when we was 15 and 16 years old. Nice guy and all that, stuff like that. People change. during that span of time, heck, it's been almost 10 years, probably, you know, shorter than that. You know what I mean? And it's like, a lot of things have transitioned and happened. And I feel like with him, he think he just pick up where we left off. And I don't like that. But anyway, so I let him know and all that, you know, blah, blah, blah. Basically, he called me out of my name. And I went off on him. I could have said more personal things, because more personal things to hurt his feelings, but I didn't do that. And I just blocked him. And he was messaging me and all that, and, you know, he blocked me and, you know, stuff like that. I really don't care. But, I mean, and y'all probably like this, you like, what is going on? But when I'm telling you, this guy, and there's more information to this story, it was certain things I just did not want in a relationship. And I think that I love the way he looked, his body. Like, he was 6'4", something like that. He was tall, okay? Muscles. He was like a dog. You know, pretty much a dog. I mean, he ain't like that. I mean, he got a little bit soft, but you know, he still has remnants of it, honey. Honey, that was a depression storm, honey. He ain't no hurricane category 3 no more. But you know what I mean? Like, and I'm not saying just because he does not look, you know, the way he used to, and looks is not 100% everything to me. That's like 20%, maybe 40%. But you know what I mean? Like, it was not just that. It was how I was treated. Like, and I don't like that. And I was not really taking him seriously, you know, anyways. But if you want to get to know a woman, and if you really want her, you gotta come through it. If a guy see a woman on the street, well, some of them, they gonna try to do their best to holler at her and get her number. After you got my number, what you gonna do with it? Right. But anyways, he called me out my name. He disrespected me. He, whatever. I basically told him, you disrespected me, and I'm done with you. So, that's pretty much it. That's pretty much it. I mean, I kind of feel like he's going to come back, because that's what they all do. They will come back because they know they lost something great. Let's keep it real. Like, honey, do you see all of this? Do you see all of this, honey? She just put on her little concealer. I don't think she got some foundation with her contour. But anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you have any topics, please leave it in the comments, and I will do it in a future video. And yeah, I'll see y'all later.